Have you ever felt like the world is constantly trying to get one over on you? What if I told you there's a 500-year-old playbook that can make you mentally untouchable? Not just resilient, but truly formidable. Forget everything you think you know about him. We're not talking about being a tyrant. Stick around, because these lessons are about to change the way you see everything. A diplomat in 15th century Florence, he saw firsthand how empires rose and fell, how leaders succeeded and failed. It's often misunderstood as a manual for cruelty, but at its core, it's about understanding human nature, warts and all. When you anticipate that people will act in their own self-interest, you're never caught off guard. But fear is held by a dread of punishment which never fails. In our modern world, this doesn't mean you should make your colleagues or friends afraid of you. It means earning respect is more durable than seeking popularity. Being a people pleaser makes you vulnerable. People will take advantage of your kindness. Metaphors aside, what he meant was that opportunity favors the bold. You weigh every pro and con, you ask for a dozen opinions, and by the time you're ready to act, the moment has passed. The mentally untouchable person understands that a good plan executed violently now is better than a perfect plan next week. If it's the wrong decision, they adapt and correct course quickly. They don't waste time on regret, they learn and move on. It's about mastering your own presentation. In a world where appearances matter, you need to control the narrative. For us, this translates to strategic self-presentation. Think of it as your personal brand. You choose what you reveal and when you reveal it. Fortuna is luck, circumstance, the things you can't control. Virtue is your skill, your courage, your ability to respond. They build their dams and levees during the calm times. They are prepared. They adapt. They might even find a way to use the power of the river to their advantage. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. These aren't just lessons from a dusty old book. You stop being a pawn in someone else's game and become the master of your own. Thanks for watching. If these ideas resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you think. Let me know in the comments which of these Machiavellian lessons you found most powerful. See you in the next video. Ever felt like the world is trying to break you down? Like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle just to keep your head above water? What if I told you there are ancient secrets, ruthless lessons from one of history's most controversial thinkers that can make you mentally untouchable? We're diving deep into the world of Niccolo Machiavelli, not to become tyrants, but to forge an unbreakable mind. This isn't your typical self-help advice. This is about raw, unfiltered psychological strength. First, let's get one thing straight. Machiavelli wasn't evil. He was a realist. He saw the world for what it was, not what he wished it to be. Stop wasting energy on wishful thinking or complaining about how things should be. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It operates on its own set of rules. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming a player in the game. Look at your life right now. What are you refusing to see? What hard truth are you avoiding? Face it. Acknowledge it. Lesson 2. Be feared rather than loved, if you cannot be both. Now, hold on. I know how that sounds. We're not talking about being a bully. In the context of mental strength, this means prioritizing respect over likability. How many times have you bent over backwards trying to please everyone? This people-pleasing is a form of mental weakness. It drains your soul and leaves you vulnerable. When people respect you, they won't dare to cross you. They know your time is valuable and your word is your bond. This isn't about being cold. It's about having a strong core. Love is fickle and based on emotion. Respect is earned through character and strength. Choose to build a reputation based on respect. Next up, a powerful one. The lion and the fox. Machiavelli said a ruler must be both. The lion to frighten off the wolves, and the fox to recognize the traps. Mentally, this is about adaptability. You need the courage of a lion to face your fears head-on, to be bold, to take decisive action when necessary. But you also need the cunning of a fox to be strategic, to see the hidden motives of others, to anticipate problems before they arise. Brute force alone isn't enough. You'll charge into traps. Pure cunning without courage is also useless. You'll see the traps, but be too afraid to move. The mentally untouchable person cultivates both. They know when to confront and when to maneuver. They are both brave and smart. Think about a challenge you're facing. Are you being too much of a lion or too much of a fox? Find that balance. Lesson 4 is a game changer. Assume the worst in people, and you will rarely be disappointed. This sounds cynical, but it's actually a profound act of self-preservation. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. When you expect people to always act in their own self-interest, you aren't shocked or emotionally devastated when they do. You anticipate it. This foresight allows you to protect yourself. You set up better agreements. You don't overshare with untrustworthy people, and you rely on yourself first and foremost. By lowering your expectations of others, you raise your own resilience. You become your own staunchest ally. The emotional stability you gain from this mindset is immense. You're no longer blindsided by betrayal or selfishness. You see it as a predictable part of human nature and navigate it with skill. The 5th lesson is about your circle. Keep your intentions hidden. In an age of oversharing on social media, this is more relevant than ever. When you announce your big goals and dreams to the world, you invite 2 things: jealousy and sabotage. People, even those close to you, can feel threatened by your ambition. They might plant seeds of doubt or actively undermine your progress. Machiavelli would advise you to work in silence. Let your results do the talking. Move like a submarine, silent, deep, and powerful. When you finally surface, having already achieved your goal, no one can stop you. This isn't about being secretive with your loved ones. It's about being strategic about who gets to see your blueprint. Protect your energy and your focus by keeping your grand plans under wraps until they become reality. Lesson 6 is about action. The ends justify the means. Now, this is the most infamous Machiavellian phrase, and it needs careful handling. We are not advocating for unethical behavior. For our purposes, this means being results-oriented. It's about focusing on effectiveness over just being busy. Are your daily actions actually moving you toward your goals? Or are you just spinning your wheels on tasks that feel productive but achieve nothing? Be ruthless with your time and energy. Cut out the fluff. If a method isn't working, drop it, no matter how much you've invested in it. The goal is what matters. A mentally tough person isn't emotionally attached to a specific process. They are attached to the outcome. They are willing to adapt, pivot, and do what is necessary ethically, of course, to achieve their objective. Here's a crucial one for modern life. Lesson 7. It is better to be miserly than generous. Again, let's translate this for mental fortitude. Your most valuable resources are your time, your energy, and your attention. Be stingy with them. We are constantly bombarded with requests, notifications, and distractions. A generous person gives their focus away to everyone and everything, leaving nothing for themselves. They are perpetually drained and A miserly person, in this context, guards their resources fiercely. They say no often. They protect their mornings for deep work. They mute notifications. They are incredibly selective about who and what gets their energy. This isn't selfishness. It's strategic allocation. These 8 lessons from Machiavelli aren't about becoming a bad person. They are about understanding the often unspoken rules of power and human nature to build a mind that cannot be easily broken, manipulated, or defeated. Embrace reality, command respect, be both the lion and the fox, anticipate human nature. Work in silence, focus on results, guard your energy, and use crises to grow. This is the path to becoming mentally untouchable. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges you to think differently. Let me know in the comments which lesson hit you the hardest. See you next time.